And the culture is the thing that we respect so much. The culture of music, the passion that goes behind making these records, the history that goes into it, the time it takes to make the songs. Hey, you gotta be quiet now. Alright? Everybody, hey, all the people back there leaving, we can escort you up out of here. Give a shit. Alright, so. Alright, so. Now, so basically, art music comes together. It's about passion, it's about the love, it's about the technique, it's about appreciating the things that came before in order to make the things that are in the present, in order to be here in the future. So, this coming together is lesson, you know what I mean? I want to grow as an art lover, and I don't want to be an art Basel opposer. You know how some people act like they're just these amazing art connoisseurs, acting like they know all this shit, but they just got on Google or whatever. I don't want to come off like that, so I really wanted to learn. I said, in order for me to learn, I wanted to have Alan bring in some pieces from his collection, and I'm just been riding these and talking to me, just educate me. There's so much that I feel like I should have already known that I'm learning now, so I'm educating myself. Yo, shut up! Damn, man, grown ass people, you gotta tell me quiet one time. I got a 3-year-old who listen right away. Alright, so basically, what it's about is us loving it and understanding the culture. When I think about music, when I think about songs, I feel like I'm not here today if it wasn't for Smokey Robinson. This wasn't for, you know, Leonard Cohen, Harry Nilsson, you know, people who I feel like are pioneers what they do and they put the passion behind music. The same thing with Alan, the way he studied music, the way he went to school, the way he was able to go to the trenches and go to the bottom and understand the pain. The way you look at Os Genios and you think about how, you know, these guys are from the ghetto of Brazil and they give back to the community, all the passion, all the struggle, it comes through in our art and how much we love what we do, you know, the same way, same thing with Future. Like, it's about putting our passion. They use spray cans and they use these different textures and they use the graffiti and they use the street art to express themselves the same way we use the music. So, first of all, I just want to thank you for coming, but second of all, I just really want you to understand that we're here because art is music, music is art, and we want to save the substance and the quality of it. So I'm going to give the floor to Alan just to speak a little bit about some of the pieces and about, you know, the history behind it. Give it up for Alan one more time.
My best to describe this. I don't know if I can be as eloquent as Rico Love, but once again, I also want to thank everybody that took the time out of their night during Art Basel, and there's so much going on, so much other events competing for attention to come to Rico. It's also his birthday, so everyone wish Rico a happy birthday. But yeah, anyway, so what we have is also, can you hear me? So what we have is a grouping that we felt was just a cross-section of what's going on right now. It's got some pioneers to the culture, such as Futura, who's done amazing things, reinvented himself many times over decades, starting with you know, the trains he was painting back in the 70s to the 80s. He's recognized as doing the first abstract train. He's done a lot of their stuff, moves on to the music industry, which is one of the first examples. Also collaborated with the Flash, but one of the first examples of art and music coming together. Then back behind me, we have a few notes as Rico had described. He comes from the Camagüey neighborhood of Sao Paulo. He was, you know, probably most of you guys have heard of Los Genios, but he was a studio assistant of theirs, and that's why there's a little bit of relationship between the styles and what they do if you'd like to take a look at it. But he learned under them. As we work back around, these are some works out of my own personal collection. For the most part, we've got Barry McGee, who's another huge name in there, in the culture, in the industry. We got Os Genios, moving on to Fail.
Tell me about the two pieces. Like, it's like, you know, you guys see this like, the guy's ass going into the building and the other side is his head going. It's like two, describe what you were telling me about how this is two pieces, but they're one piece.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, two pieces described as a diptych. But what Jammers has been doing these, amazing characters for a long time. They've been doing them all over the world. They've been doing them on the sides of 10-story buildings. That's mostly what they're known for. That piece in particular is special because it's the only piece that is done where there's no background to it. They happen to be some very close friends of mine. I met them actually through Gary McGee back, it was like in 2000, before that, 1986 I met them. Very introduced me, so I'm half Brazilian. So we naturally hit it off because those guys didn't speak an ounce of English and I spoke Portuguese fluently. But they've gone on to be superstars. I mean, these are guys that have painted everywhere. They're part of major collections from the Marley to, Team Modern, Mocha, just huge guys that are really at the top of their game right now. And, Barry McGee's another one. We actually influenced them to some degree, so see a little bit of like the visual, like the vernacular, same kind of visual language, the characters. You'll see, like, if you take the time to check both of these guys out, you'll begin to see a little bit of overlap between them. The same way you'll see from Junior back over to Vino. Same thing applies.
What I thought was really cool about Jimmy-O's work was that you have to be an art collector and already have pieces from them in order to get some of that art. Like, you can't just buy it. He was explaining that to me. And I feel like what I would really love to see in music and in my business is that you make it about appreciating the art. When you tell somebody, we only want our fans at this particular show. We only want people who really respect the culture and know the music and understand who we are to be here. Because I was at the event the other night, Kanye West was speaking, and I overheard a young lady say, "What is this? What is this story?" I'm like, "What the fuck, yo? Like, you don't even know where you're at." So a lot of times people just come into something because they think it's the hip thing to do or the cool thing to do. Now you got people going to Coachella and ballroom dresses and shit like that. You're like, what is this? Like, it used to be about people who really love the music. Whenever something becomes too cool, it kind of becomes uncool, you know what I mean? So I think when it's about the passion, when it's about the art, it's more substance. And I think that's something in music that we should borrow from the art world. It's about how to appreciate something solely for what it is and not because of a look or because this person's going to be here or I need to be here. There's people right here, probably the motherfuckers who talking in the back who don't even know what this is about. They just heard Rico Love going to be here and need to come. But it should be more about, I understand this, I study this, so I appreciate it. Or I want to learn. I want to sit down and really understand it. This could be my opportunity to learn too about it. So, this is my little 2 cents about that. But I want to share that about those pieces, about how you really have to be almost in an elite fraternity in order to be able to buy or purchase some of that art. I think that's really cool. You could elaborate if you want.
Yeah, because I've been friends with those guys since before they really made it. I remember when they were trying to sell paintings for $1,000, $2,000. In fact, I had a real nice piece at my house that, for a sale at the deal for $3,000. That was a real good investment back then. But yeah, when you reach a certain level of success and those guys try to control where their work ends up, usually you have to have established collections before you can have one of their pieces in it. And what it does is it filters the people that are just in it for the money and makes sure that the people appreciate it, keeps it from ending up in auction, people flipping it and destroying the market. And that's pretty much where it's gone. It's amazing to see, I think. The only disappointment that I feel as far as that level of success is there's so many people, fans of theirs, that they reach a level where it's unattainable. So every once in a while they'll do smaller projects and print one or t-shirts or whatever just for, the fans. But it's really pretty spectacular. Not much more to say about it.
So we want to take this time, just to check out, look at this stuff, see how you feel.